This season hasn't gone the way we planned. But tonight, we've got an opportunity to affect the playoff race. These guys need the win, and we're standing in their way. So this game means something. And I intend to go out there and show them everything I got. Spoiler alert.
The City Lights of Brooklyn in the cutting-edge Barclays Center. Quite a view. 2K Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with the broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Nets leading by 3. Johnson kicks to Freak. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. That's 7 points for LeBron.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. They get it back. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Varejão's got his first bucket in this one. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. Freak dishes to Lopez. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
James outside. And the pass to Thompson. They set the pick. And they double up James. Just 5 to shoot. Irving. Another miss by Irving.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Got a piece of it. Here we go, one-on-one. Bogdanovich passes to Freak. Kicks to Bargnani. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands. And it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. They grabbed their own miss. Here's LeBron, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Joe Johnson picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That free throw missing. Brooklyn making some changes. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Lopez. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Joe Johnson. And Ellington is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Jefferson's checked in for the Cavaliers. Williams comes in for Irving. The Nets have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Taken away by Williams. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Fades back. No good from Bargnani. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself.
We expect so much out of each other every single night. And
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the... And a new group in for the Nets. Brook Lopez is checked in for Robinson. Bargnani comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And Freak subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Freak, he's in at the point. Brook Lopez is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Young, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards. And that's such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And it's Freak missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to James. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. LeBron's got 11. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Freak. Varejao grabs the board. Varejao's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving, as he's gotten more talent around him, he's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Freak kicks to Bargnani. 6 to shoot. It's tipped and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. James with the bucket.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Here's Freak. Off the left rim and out. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 17. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I've got Joe, and you started out with a great first half and seemed to have that extra boost in your game tonight. Did you feel you needed to take on a bigger role?
I'm just trying to be more assertive, man, on both ends of the court. You know, I think everybody had to step up, so I'm just trying to do my part.
An assertive Joe is an effective Joe. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the... Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far. Brooklyn making some changes. Bargnani has checked in for Young, and Freak subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Got a switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson's checked in, and so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position, and it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the Nets miss again.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Freak, he's in at point guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with McCullough. Then there's Sergei Karasov, and it's Lopez in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. Here's Freak. Drains the three-pointer. Freak's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nets. Cleveland leading by 22. Dellavedova kicks to Jefferson. He feeds it to Varejao. Tries from 10, and he drops that one in.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini-series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Irving. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. And Shumpert in there for Irving. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Feeds to Robinson. Not enough on that one as it misses. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Shumpert. The dish now to Williams. Screen by Jefferson. Williams passes to Thompson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his second personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Nets, Tristan Thompson. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Thompson nails both of them. And the Nets with possession here. It's a 16-point game. Freak kicks to Ellington. Robinson dishes to Freak. Here's the 3. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, awful.
Thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He really set the tone for them in the first half, and it seemed to just help carry them forward from that point on. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by. Nothing.
Let's meet the starting line.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors in their last game, a loss to Philadelphia.
And you guys know how much...
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Damari Carroll is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Wright in at the 1. Bargnani kicks to Freak. The three-pointer off the mark. And guys, we saw a nice development for James Johnson last year. He was 59% from the floor. Closest he had ever come to that in his 6 years was 46%. What a dramatic, Clark, improvement there.
Yeah, and I think it was all due to shot selection. He dialed back on the number of threes that he was taking the year before, and his percentage went up.
Freak with it, right on him. Here's Freak. Here's Robinson. Biyombo with the block. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Freak, number 1.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the three, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And if I'm coaching him, I want him taking that shot. I mean, just look at the percentage. I mean, that earns you the green light for me on every possession.
And the second free throw, good. Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg suiting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And right, here we go. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Andre Bargnani picks one up.
And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. Three-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
And talking about Bargnani last season, he was actually generating efficient numbers when he was healthy. I mean, way up in field goal percentage, three-point percentage. I would love to see him remain healthy and have a chance to quiet the doubter.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Now here's Wright. Tight defense on him. Johnson outside. And that one is hammered home.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
The pass to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Freak. He tries for 3. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Now Carroll. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Johnson the screen. Carroll passes to Wright. Johnson the screen. And Wright, here we go. The second chance effort. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention. The Nets with the lead. So the Raptors 5 right now. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Carroll in at the 3 slot. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson kicks to Freak. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And he hits it to tie the game up. Lowry's got 6.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards gave them a bit of a boost. He had 9 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of Clark ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws, good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Freak kicks to Ellington. Kicks it out to Johnson. Drops in the tray. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
And DeRozan, here we go. From 11 feet away. Carroll kicks to DeRozan. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Tries again. And there's the nice lay-in by Lowry. Lowry's got 10 points.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can.
Great D. He picked it off.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of...
Thanks, Kev.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything.
Kyle, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Kyle Lowry. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
It seems like Kyle Lowry just gets better with age, and his performance tonight to show you how far he's come as a basketball player. We know he's a great perimeter scorer, but now he can slice defenses up and get to the rim. It all mixes together and makes one dynamite player.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride.
I know money isn't everything to you, Freak, and I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction. But it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing.
It is for this reason, above all, I've decided to choose the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn, Brooklyn, BK.
Out of here.
Yep, right here in the dome.
Yeah, when I was all about living the dream. Yeah. I know it'd be some nightmares.
As Daddy always says, all that glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my brother Vic, though.
Deep down, he was a good person at heart, but he was never quite right. Something was always off with him, even when we were little growing up.
Yeah, I know, but I loved him anyway. I knew he was trying to take advantage of our friendship, but I didn't care. We were boys, ride or die, you know that.
Ride or die.
Just hope Vic finally found peace and depth that he never found in life.
Well, may he rest in power. When you really sit down and think about it, life is about the blink of an eye. And that's so quick.
Salutations, I am Sharonis Jackson, portraying the role of Frequency Vibrations, aka Freak. I am from the Inland Empire, California, Philadelphia born, just showing love to everybody out there. That's an FOF.
Hello world, it's your boy Wade Wilson, aka Vic Van Leer, Basquiat, and FOF, friend of Freak. Hey, I was born in Oakland, raised in Richmond, represent all day. Love y'all.
What's up, world? My name is Michelle Mitchenor. I play Cece. I'm representing Jersey. Shout out to my people on the shore and in the city. I'm now residing in LA, living the dream.
What's up, family? This is Gina Breedlove from Fort Greene, representing the Republic of Brooklyn, New York. I play Miss Martha. I wish you all so much love and peace.
What's up, everybody? My name is Arthur Richardson. I play Mr. Pete. I'm a GI soldier. That's Gary, Indiana, for those that don't know. And remember, it's not just a game.
What's up, y'all? My name is Anya Engel Adams, a.k.a. Yvette Ming Ching, and I'm originally from upstate New York by way of South Florida, representing for all the independent ladies. And just let them know we got our own, boo. Mwah.
Al Palagonia, born in Brooklyn, New York, raised in Queens, New York, reprising the role of super sports agent Dom Pagnotti. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1, the best. You see this watch? That's diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. That's like speed and power, and that's what I have. I'm the best, and I will represent you. Freaking and vibing, freaking and vibing, freaking and vibing. Go 2K16, yeah, boy!
Yo, hear me clearly and hear me good. I am Paul Garanghelli from Petaluma, California, also known as P-Town, home of the Butter and Egg Parade and Mocap Madness, and I play...
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety of rewards? The choice is yours.
WTF. Yo. Argonta.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And of course, Freak playing here tonight. You've probably heard his story by now. Lost a friend of a long time in the offseason. Very tough to deal with, obviously. How hard is it going to be for him to get his focus back, Shaq?
It's going to be tough, Ernie. He lost someone that he knew.
That's Smokey Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Nets leading by 3. Lopez a screen. To the middle. Layup off the pick. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, here's what Boston's head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. One of their harder tasks in this game will be finding a way to slow down the explosive scorer, Joe Johnson. He said there isn't any one answer, as Johnson can and will play so many different roles in an offense throughout the course of the game. He said he can initiate plays as well as finish plays. We'll just have to make sure we don't lose track of them. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Bradley can't get it to go. The Nets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Fresh, the pass to Bargnani. Here's Fresh, trying his luck deep. No luck. Good D by Thomas. Bradley kicks to Thomas. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Lopez with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Here's Fresh. Johnson with the block. And here is Thomas. In the corner, Bradley with it. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Bradley's got his first bucket in this one. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Bargnani passes to Fresh. 13 feet away. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4. Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. It's going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
Nice job coming off that screen. Fresh has got his second bucket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
A shot by Johnson, no good. The Nets with the lead. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Fresh. Not really his range, and it's off target.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Thomas.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Henson, a screen on Thomas. Here's Fresh.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming up the board.
And we heard from John Henson before the game. A player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Lee's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Johnson comes in for Sullinger. Jay Crowder's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart. They've got David Lee, Jay Crowder out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Thomas. And it's Fleming in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston 5.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Bargnani a screen on Thomas. To the inside. Lee with the block. Thomas with the ball. Rob.
2 minutes in the quarter. Blocking foul called on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Carlisle passes to Bargnani. Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Thomas. Fires from 18. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Bargnani.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Johnson the screen. Thomas goes in. No luck. Good D by Lopez.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Bargnani. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Celtics shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Fleming the pass to Johnson. Thomas gets a wide open look. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And it's 7 points for Isaiah Thomas.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Johnson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lets it go from 14. And it's up.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got
one of the oldest bridges in the United States, the Brooklyn Bridge. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Here is Samuels. He has 5. Booker up top. Pass to Hayward. Lopez with the block. Johnson, the pass to Fresh. Shoots from the elbow. Goes back up, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bargnani comes in for Thaddeus Young, and Donald Sloan subbed in for Carlisle. Hayward kicks to Burke. Shot clock at 5. Back to Hayward. A 3 ball. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Fresh, the pass to Bargnani. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Utah leading. And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Here's Sloan. 11-point game his last outing. The pass to Fresh. Puts up a 3. Shot is off. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
They get it back.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
There's the pick. Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. Here's Booker. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Burke kicks to Booker. Another shot out to Hayward. He dishes it to Burke. Misses the 3. Nets trail by 3. Johnson outside. Picked by Bargnani. Here's Fresh. Can't tie it up as that one misses. We sat down with Freak to discuss how he's handling the loss of his close friend. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Freak and a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Fresh in at shooting guard. Johnson is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Sloan in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Samuels. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Samuels got 10 points in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Bargnani dishes to Johnson.
2 minutes to go in the game. 2.
Bargnani sets the screen for Johnson. Back to Bargnani. From 13, basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Bargnani's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
The basket counts, and
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, and trick-or-treating door-to-door with me tonight are Kenny and Shaquille O'Neal. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's very
Trick or treat, give me something good to eat.
And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. And for Brooklyn, after splitting their first 2 games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibility, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack and Shack was created. I was getting beat.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Trick or treat, it's the NBA. We're glad to get spooky with you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last. Back in for Carlisle, and Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Livingston in for Kyrie Irving. On the court for Cleveland, the forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Amon Shumpert is out there with Livingston. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, down low. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Fresh, the pass to Bargnani. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Kevin, no team shot a higher percentage than these guys last year. I mean, that's something they definitely want to build on this season. It'll be hard to improve, but they believe in themselves. They got a lot of confidence after last season as far as shooting the ball goes.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Pass to Livingston. The screen from Thompson. The 3 from LeBron. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. James has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:27 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Fresh, guarded by Shumpert. Just 5 to shoot. Fresh can't get it to go.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Livingston's got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Now we get a chance to check out LeBron James. Coming off a terrific season. 4th in scoring, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league.
Fresh can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 9. LeBron outside. There's the dish to Mozgov. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
The first one falls. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for John Henson. Mozgov hits them both. Here's Sloan. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot to stop the run. Fresh can't get it to go. And the Cavaliers with possession. They lead by 11. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Cavaliers lead by 11. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. You have a star-studded matchup with LeBron James going against Freak, who had this to say about playing against the King. Both guys mean so much, Clark, to their team. Benson's checked in for Lopez. Bargnani comes in for Thomas Robinson. Johnson, he's checked in for Young. And Fresh subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verajah. And James subbed in for Harris. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center position.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And he gets it to go.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And that one's good. Fresh.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
It's a pick by Love. Irving attacking. Again, Irving missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Fresh. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Nobody near Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And it's 9 points for Kyrie Irving. Here's Fresh. He's covered by Irving. Bargnani kicks to Johnson. Bargnani sets the screen for Johnson. Back to Bargnani. Feeds it to Henson. Here's Fresh. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Irving kicks to Smith. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Fresh. He's covered by Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Take a look at what Irving's done. He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
That's good from Irving. And Brooklyn making a change here. Sloan's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. And it's Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Utah Jazz.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
Nets trail by 10. Sloan passes to Fresh. Fires for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
No luck. And that does it for the first half of play. Cavaliers.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklynettes.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Johnson. Fresh is checked in for Carlisle. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Fresh in at 2 guard. Bargnani is out there with Robinson. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Young in at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. And the basket good. Young's got 11.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. The feed to Shumpert. Mozgov sets a screen for Shumpert. 13 feet away. That's good. Shumpert's got his first points of the night.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Sloan passes to Fresh. He kicks it to Sloan. Here's Fresh. Shoots a 3. And James pulls it down. Here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Henson's checked in for Brooklyn. It's Mozgov, high post. Bargnani's there. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down. Check out the game for Fresh. He's got 11 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Brooklyn making some changes. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Carlisle in for Fresh. Brooklyn making some changes. Robinson's checked in for Bargnani. Young comes in for Joe Johnson. And Fresh subbed in for Carlisle. And Cleveland also making a change. J.R. Smith's checked in for Iman Shumpert. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Thompson down low with Mozgov. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. And here are the Cavaliers. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Yeah. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam, guys. Fast as light.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here's Sloan. Pass to Fresh. Shoots it. Cannot hit. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
He spent a lot of time at the foul line in this game, and that was a big factor for them. He was up in the double digits in terms of free throw attempts. Now that is good, my friend.
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was a joy to watch tonight, Ernie.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.